Hello and welcome to another video. Today it's going to be a bit more of a conversation. We're going to be talking about a picture that I saw on Facebook and kind of going to go through to see if this is actually true. It was posted by a meme page and it stated that Steph Curry is the best player under 6'5". We've got a couple names at the top, but I'm just going to go over some honorable mentions at the start. Got Gary Payton, Bob Cousy, Jerry West, Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, Ray Allen, Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, who was an MVP winner, Gilbert Arenas, John Stockton, and Isaiah Thomas. They're all of the retired players that I've written down on my honorable mentions. And here are some more current players. Got Bradley Beal, Trae Young, Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving, Donovan Mitchell, CJ McCollum, Kemba Walker, Derrick Rose, and Devin Booker. Now, I'm going to go through a top 5. This isn't in any particular order. As you can see, I've got the names at the top of the screen. And I do believe Steph Curry is in the top 5. I'm going to start with Allen Iverson. I think Allen Iverson probably is around that number 4, number 5 mark with his accolades as well. Winning MVP, a decent defender for his size, a 6-foot player. He's a player that you don't really think back and be like, oh, he was a good defender. You think of him as a scorer. But when you look at his numbers, he definitely was a bit better defensively than just thinking back, looking at his career that you would remember. Unfortunately, I think his percentages are a bit low for him to be any higher than that, and he really was just a scorer. He wasn't his numbers. He is averaging 6 assists for his career. He really isn't known as being a playmaker. That's probably just like his defense. It's not really a thing you think of Allen Iverson about. So I think he's definitely in the top 5. But some of the current players, if they keep up their averages that they are putting up right now, he definitely is the first one to fall out of the list. I think give Trae Young 10 years and he could be top 3 in this list. Give Donovan Mitchell 10 years and he could be top 5 in this list. And Devin Booker's another one. If you're thinking of scoring guards that are 6'5" and under, he definitely is potentially on the list. So that's the first guy I'm going to talk about. Chris Paul. Here's the second one. Not known for scoring as much, but definitely capable of scoring. Probably the best playmaker in this top 5. And maybe the best on-ball defender in this top 5, which definitely gives him a big boost. He hasn't been on the most successful teams. It was his first time making the NBA Finals this season as a 36-year-old. So I think it definitely hurts his case of being top 5 in this list by being as unsuccessful in terms of postseason success. But during the season, 11-time All-Star. Got all defensive steals, rookie of the year in 2005-2006, assist leader, 10-time All-NBA. He's got all the accolades. He's got the defense. He's got the offense, scoring wise and playmaking wise. So he definitely has to be on the list. James Harden. I think James Harden could be the best all-around offensive player of all time. His assists per game have gone up a massive amount since his assists per games have gone up a massive amount. Halfway through his career at Houston, he just somehow became an amazing playmaker, whether that be because he was using the ball so much on offense, he was getting teammates open because he was being double teamed. He's definitely a player that could end up top 25 of scoring an all time, and maybe even top 25 of assists. He might be there now. I'm not too sure for assists. I know he's not there for scoring. if he started his career as a starter, I think his career looks a little bit different in terms of averages wise, but he still was averaging 31 minutes per game coming off the bench in his last season in Oklahoma. Yeah, I think he's behind the next two players. I think these two, Dwayne Wade and Steph Curry, could be interchangeable at the moment with the way Steph's career is looking at now. But you could argue either one is number one or number two. We've got Dwayne Wade. For me, these are the top two. The other guys, you could argue between 3 to 5. You could move them up, move them down. But these two, to me, are the best two. And we've got Dwayne Wade. So Dwayne Wade, he doesn't score as well as Steph, but he's got all the accolades. The 13-time All-Star. Not the best shooter. He can get to the rim, and he's still a decent scorer. He is most likely the best shot blocking guard of all time. So I think that helps. Not a whole lot, because, shot blocking and defense doesn't always go hand in hand, but he is also a good defender as well. So that helped. Unfortunately, because he's retired, this only just gives Steph a chance to extend his first place lead. So, he's got the success. Unfortunately, he hasn't got a championship that's really him doing. He played with Shaq with his first championship, and he played with LeBron and Bosh on his second and third. Steph's first championship, he did a little bit more than what Wade did in any of his championships. But then Steph's second and third championship definitely was helped with Kevin Durant. I think Kevin Durant is more helped than what Wade had, considering the team build as well. But Steph still has a lot more time to get all these accolades. He's only 33. He's probably got another 3 to 5 seasons left. So he's going to get his all-star number to about 10 to 12. And I wouldn't be surprised if he wins another MVP or wins another championship. With this Golden State team, if they can stay healthy, they're always a threat to win the championship. So that's been the video. I wanted to go through this, have a discussion on whether you think Steph Curry is the best of all time under 6'5". Let me know in the comments down below your top 5 of all time. Let me know if I've forgotten anyone, or if there's anything you would change to my top 5. I think there's definitely a lot of current players that could move up on that list. I think Westbrook's another one. Westbrook's going to have, at the end of his career, he's going to have amazing stats. He could have a championship at the end of the season. Who knows? I think Trae Young's going to have if his career stays on track like this, he could have a better career than Steph, but he just has to work on efficiency. But yeah, that's been Dunkmatic, and I gotta bounce.